What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Real Talk Marriage, where we talk everything real talk in relationships. Blessings to you guys today, man. Hope you guys are doing well today. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Hope you're having a productive day. It's me and Babe. What's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing all right, man. We go to our first video where we talk about how long we've been together and everything. But yeah, it's been a lot. But we have a subject today, Babe. Tell them what the subject is.
So we do talk all things relationships, but today we're going to talk about, well, first off, we put a video, our last video discussing what happened. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch that. But somebody said, once a cheater, always a cheater. So that's what we're going to talk about today because of our story at the beginning.
Because of our story that we put out, yeah. So if you guys need a little backstory, just look at our first video and it'll kind of make sense what we're talking about. Is it true that once a cheater, always a cheater? So first, let's start out, Babe. Tell us as far as, what do you think maybe are some of the reasons why people think that?
Well, I feel like personal experience with or past relationships. I feel like also childhood trauma. And
I'll also even go like a step further, and I would say also because of the culture that we're in today. The culture from today's time compared to years back, it's totally different. I'll give y'all a quick example. Music is a big influence on everybody. There's not one person that's watching this video that is not heavily influenced by music. Everybody loves music, right? All through time, right up until our time now. It's been like this for some years. There will be love music about relationships, about loving your partner, about this and that with your partner. There will actually be love music. You don't hear none of that no more.
No.
It's gone. Like, it's all about sleeping with this one, sleeping with that one, making money, taking drugs. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no more R&B for real, like, I'm in love with you type deal. Music is a big part of the culture, and I say that to say that's really how the culture is now. I mean, cheating is an all-time high. I feel like nobody faithful for it.
Music promotes these things.
Promotes it, and it's a mind thing. I'm telling you, music is big. My wife has taught me this, but what you put in your ears on a constant daily basis in general really dictates the outcome of your everyday life.
Definitely, you gotta be careful what you feed yourself.
Yeah, the culture is completely opposite of marriage. Like, ain't nobody, marriage is looked down upon now, and I really feel like that, real marriage is a minority now, and it's sad.
But for the people who are still pushing, shout out to y'all.
Keep up the fight, man. Shout out to y'all.
This thing is tough.
It's tough. It's not easy. We talk about personal experiences, right? Guys, every relationship is different. Everybody has different situations. Some people has been more fortunate than others. Some came from this background, some from that background. Some people meet the one earlier than other people. Some people meet the one after 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and beyond relationships. So
that were bad. So
toxic.
Then it trains your mind
exactly
into thinking otherwise.
I can tell you guys for sure that the statement "once a cheater, always a cheater" does not apply to everyone. Some people it may apply to. So it's kind of a two-part answer because some people really may never grow up. As far as my personal, I can say that once a cheater, not always a cheater because I've been there personally in my personal story. And I was once a continuous cheater, and I've been delivered from that 100%. But we'll elaborate on that later. But as far as growing up, seeing things as a child, like what you see as a child, guys, is so like, what's the word? It's a word for it, but I can't quite get it out. But
I don't know if it's critical or
it's
say, but they instill that in you. So the kids will mimic what they see.
Exactly, and it's training your mind.
Right, and the reason why I say childhood. Now, there's more reasons why why people may say this, but I'm always talking about certain ones. But I feel like the reason why I say childhood or childhood trauma is because the parents, we as children, we're looking at the parents and
other family members around.
Right, and like close people, and you kind of see that your parents go through this all the time. So when you get into a relationship, you're starting to look for the signs. You're starting to, like you're expecting this, and then once it happens, it's like you're like, I already knew that, So there is no thinking different because you've been seeing this for years and years and years and continuously. So that's why I say childhood.
One of the main factors on why people think or believe that once a cheater, always a cheater is because maybe they've had a bad relationship where that person was a cheater, stayed a cheater, and never stopped being a cheater. There are some situations like with ours where I was a cheater, but this woman seen something in me as well as God himself. And I would tell you guys my personal story, and I told my wife this, that one day I sat back and I said a prayer, and I never will forget. I said a prayer that I asked God to please take the taste of like wanting other women or looking at other women or the lust for other women. I want him to take that taste out of my mouth because I really love this woman. And when you come from a boy to a man, there's a big process coming from a boy to a man. It's huge. And same from a girl to a woman. Coming from that stage of immaturity and going into a mature mind state, it's a big leap. And you have to make sure that you're ready, guys. And I think one of the things that people mess up on is getting into a relationship and not being ready. Because if you're not ready, and what I mean by ready is this.
Real
commitment. Are you ready to commit? Let's be honest here. Because I'll tell you my personal story. I love this woman, right? And this is what a lot of people do. I love this woman. I knew I loved her. And she would tell you I treated her like gold. Treated her really, really good. But I was a cheater because I was immature. I thought back then that it's all about looks, it's all about the body, it's all about this, it's all about that, it's all about having a good time while I have a good woman at home. I knew the girl was good for me because not only was she attractive, but there's a whole lot of other things other than being attractive. The personality was there. She treated me so well. She catered to me. She was there to listen to all my problems. We spent time with each other, intimate with each other. We connected on so many different levels that I never got from any other woman that I had fooled with or girl that I had fooled with, during that time. And I knew she was special. So you get into a stage where, and we talked about this before, where you kind of hold somebody hostage. And it's not right. I held her hostage, wanted to keep her because I knew she was a good woman, but I knew I wasn't right yet. So while I'm not right yet, I'm hurting her in the process. You get what I'm saying? So immaturity is a big reason, and not being ready is a big reason, I think. Also, I know women's intuition is a strong thing. You women be knowing when us brothers be cheating.
That's the best gift we got.
I'm telling you, y'all know when something ain't right.
Exactly. One of the best gifts we got.
Exactly.
Our women's situation. We feel when something's not right at home. But however, I used to believe in the saying, once a cheater, always a cheater. Right. I felt like that at one point, but now I don't, because I personally feel like people can change.
God can change anybody, guys. I mean, I've seen murderers and people that's done big crimes. I've seen God change their life around. Right. So don't tell me that God can do that for people like that, but can't change the life of a person that cheats.
Now, see, he just told y'all a little backstory on our relationship. That's why I kind of thought that saying was true or had some, truth to it, because personal experience.
And relationships is really what you make it, guys. It's like life. Life is really what you make it. Relationships are what you make it. So, if you make bad choices, And we was talking in our last video about planting seeds. If you plant bad seeds and you make bad choices, then you're setting yourself up for possibly a long time of bad results. And, you know, like I said, you got to know what stage you're at, you know, and what stage your partner is at. If your partner shows that he or she is immature, they're just not there, they may be into partying, into clubbing, and there's a whole lot of different stuff that goes into people cheating. It's best to remove yourself. At least remove yourself until that person gets together, or just remove yourself until God bless you with something else, because, you know, but it's tricky too, because, I mean, people were telling her to let it go, to give up on me. I'm sure she wanted to give up on me, but there was something there that kept things together. But I mean, I'm one of the blessed, lucky few that, you know, that my wife stood by me, and, you know, we went through a lot. It was not easy at all.
However, I think that many people who say once a cheater, always a cheater are scorned.
Trauma, all that.
Are scorned. I feel like them the only people who believe in that. If you believe in that, truly, there's some stuff you have to learn. There's some wisdom you gotta come across. Personally, it's just not true.
Right.
Like, if you truly believe in that, you really...
You gotta face some
There's
stuff.
some healing that needs to happen. Because, first off, I know with personal experience, when you get into a relationship, somebody hurt you, but at the end of the day, you can't control what other people do. You can only control what you do.
Yeah.
You can't control what happens to you in a way. If you continue like allowing this person, the person who cheated on you, to continue to be in your life, you know, and have this hold on you, you know, you can remove them. So it is your choice. A person can change only if they want to change.
Gotta want it.
Like, you got to want the change. If you don't want the change, then you're not truly gonna change. But a person who really wants to change is gonna make the steps. Like he said, it starts within the mind, but you're gonna make the steps to changing so that you can be better.
Some of this stuff is our own fault, because my dad always used to tell me this. He said, if it's a snake and you know it's a snake, you see it as a snake, this snake has bit you before, but you reach back in and grab the snake again for him to bite you again. So basically what I'm saying is that when someone show you that they're not ready, and they showing you these things continuously, then you may not want to keep picking up that snake. Because as you keep picking up the snake, and it keeps biting you and biting you and biting you and keep biting you, then eventually you're going to be scorned and have so much trauma to the point to where you believe nobody. I mean, you think everybody is bad. You think everybody cheats. You think everybody, you know, it messes you up mentally, and mental is like one of the most important things is mentally. And like I said, I can say this because we dealt with it. She knew I was a snake. And like I said, she kept picking me up. And I know it's love. And a woman's love is something different. And when they love you, they really love you. So they love you, 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 they love you. And, you know, it's not intentionally. They don't, you guys don't want to hurt yourselves, you know, but you just really are in love with that person, hoping that they will change.
Yeah, you stay with them.
Yeah, and the thing is that didn't happen right away for us. We're one of the ones that, I don't know if God just had his favor, had his hands on us, whatever it was, but he turned our situation totally around. But there are some people that you need to let it go. You have to let it go. Also, for the people that are doing it, if you know that you're not ready, it's best to be upfront. It's nothing better than being upfront. I mean, yes, it may hurt the person. Yes, all of that. But if you just be upfront, say, hey, I'm not ready. If we stay together, I'm gonna hurt you because of X, Y, and Z. That person will appreciate you more later. They may not at that moment, but later on they will appreciate you more. But that's something that comes with maturity. You know, when you're a certain age and a certain maturity level, you know, a lot of times you just want to keep stuff going, but it's best to definitely be honest. We believe that God can change anybody from anything. Even if you're not spiritual, if you
it
don't,
starts within the mind.
exactly. Even if you don't believe in God, you can change. You really can. Someone that you with can change. Like I said, we're a prime example of, you know, someone cheating in a relationship and the other one believing they could change, actually changed. I actually changed. God really changed me, guys. I am no longer, and I'm never going back. With our story is a lot of stuff happened up front. We got a lot of stuff out the way up front. You keep God in your relationship, if you keep each other first, if you keep communicating, keep talking, respecting, all these things that equal into a good relationship, a positive and a blessed relationship, I promise you guys, you will have good results. God's not going to let you down.
Don't let what happened on the outside get to you in the inside. Because that what I learned was that's the fastest way to sink.
And if you let it get into the inside, sometimes it can blow stuff up inside of you, and now you become a cheater. Now you become stepping out, doing things that you normally don't do.
And if you continue to let this cheater around you, they're gonna continue to hurt you. Remove them if you don't see them making the effort to change.
Gotcha.
Once again, you can't make somebody change. They have to actually want that change. If they don't want that change, they're gonna show you this on an everyday basis. They don't want to change. Accept what is, what was, move on. I feel like that's the first step into your healing journey.
Number one.
After accepting, everything that's happened, the first step will be to love yourself more.
You have to love yourself, and that person has to, if that person really wants to change to be better, they're going to show you. And God's going to show you. And that person's going to want to be a part of your healing process. They're going to want to do everything they can to change the narrative, to heal what has happened.
Practice forgiveness. People throw around the word forgiveness way too much. Like it's so easy. Now I understand that it's in the Bible and it's the right thing to do. You cannot make somebody or tell somebody to forgive this person right away, because I feel like the more you push, the more they pull. Forgiveness is a process, right? You can't just tell them, oh, you gotta forgive them, and then when they're not forgiving you and they're doing all this backlash and stuff, right? And it's a problem. No, like I gotta tell them all the time, you gotta own the hurt. You gotta go through the hurt. You gotta cry it out. You gotta do all these things and practice that. It is a process. You can't just do this automatically, because if anybody said they do that, that's a lie.
Exactly.
That's a lie. This stuff really hurts.
Understand that those things happen for a reason.
The past is supposed to build you, not break you.
Not break you.
It may feel like you're broken now, but the ultimate goal is to build you. You become wiser, you become stronger, you're able to fight the next battle, being more tougher. And
from us that seen things growing up, I feel like we have an advantage over people that haven't, because you know what to look for. You know what not to look for. I've learned the most from people that don't do right, just as much as I have from people that do right.
Right.
Because if you're doing this and doing that, and I done seen, growing up, how it has messed things up for you, I know I don't want to go in that area. I know I don't want to touch that at all. Because of the things that you do that are not good, I know not to do those things. Boss up, strengthen up, get strong, love yourself, get your mental right, and God's gonna work everything out.
One of the things that I taught myself, like I really had to learn and understand, is that a cheater who's cheating on you, you feel like you lost in the midst of the hurt.
Yeah.
You really didn't lose. You really won.
Yeah.
Because now you don't have, even if they left you where they felt like the grass was good on the other end, they left you for some other woman, or whatever the case may be, think about it. You no longer got that issue. You no longer losing sleep over that, holding yourself back because of them, constantly having to hear all these lies and worried about what they doing, and they're just holding you back from living your life, from living in your true life's purpose, chasing your dreams. 'Cause all this stuff, believe it or not, does damper your growth if you continue to stay in it. It really does damper your growth. So either they change and you change and grow, or they don't change, you change, let them go.
You
Don't
know,
stay stuck in that experience.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
Just stay encouraged. Believe though in people. People can change. People can do better. They can get better. And also, if they don't get better, don't let that affect your future decisions, because God may put someone in your path that's really for you. Don't run them away because of what you've been through.
You do talk what your heart is full of.
Yeah. Everybody that's married out there, keep up the good work, man. Keep up the fight, man. Any questions, anything, make sure, let us know. Comment in the comment sections. Hit us up on our social media platforms, whatever. We're here to help, and we're here to be helped too. Anything you guys can say that can help us, please.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts.
Let's work together for sure. But we love you guys, man. And we'll see you guys in the next video.